This trend is so big this season because it's been seen on the autumn-winter catwalks. We're seeing that natural, radiant, glowy, athletic-looking skin with wild, sort of crazy brows and peachy tones flushed right through the eyes, cheeks and onto the lips. So, yeah, they need to keep in mind that this is a natural no makeup look, so they don't want to overload the skin too much with products. They want to keep it fresh, so really building things up in light layers. My first step is applying some foundation onto the skin. Using this brush in circular motions really lightly, I'm just feathering it and buffing it around really, really lightly and give it that dewy, glowy look that we need. So now I'm going to use a sponge slightly damp with a little bit of product on as a final step on the skin, just to work and melt everything into place, get rid of any brush marks that might still be on the skin. Okay, so now I'm going to set all that lovely foundation work into place with some powder foundation, and then I'm going to use this brush to really softly dust the powder only down the centre of the face. The key thing with this look is to keep it really radiant, so I'm focusing on these areas only. So now I've set the centre of the face, I'm going to take a smaller brush and just dust a little bit under the eye area and on top of the foundation work on the lid. So this brush is great because it's really fluffy, and it means I can buff and blend a light layer of powder and focus a little bit heavier on these areas, but not too heavy. We just want to stop it from creasing or moving. So I'm going to sweep some bronzer onto the contours of her face, so around the forehead, cheekbone and jawline. This is going to naturally warm up the skin and give some contour, shape and definition. So now I'm going to dust some illuminator all onto the high points of her face, so around the temple and brow bone, just onto the cheekbones. And then I'm going to take it down the bridge of her nose and the cupid's bow. So it keeps the skin looking glowy and healthy. So keeping in with our natural tones and a flush of peach, I'm just going to take it onto the eyes with the blusher as well. So using this fluffy brush, I can continue a little bit of the colour onto the socket of her eyes, not too heavy, just really lightly to shape the eye, and I'm keeping it fresh and really continuing the colour throughout. Just open for me. It really gives it a barely there look, that no makeup look that we're wanting, but still with some shape and vibrancy. Just going to apply a layer of our brow highlighter just onto the waterline of the eyes. This is a neutral tone, so this is going to get rid of any redness and just open the eyes, keeping the look nice and fresh. Using the mascara, I'm going to just coat the lashes with a light layer just to create a really natural feathery effect, using the short side to just push the product into the lashes, and I'm going to switch to the long side and feather it through. Use the short side and coat the bottom lashes really lightly for some shape and definition. So my first step is to brush the brows up and into place, and then I'm going to look where I need to add some product. So we're going to keep the brows a little bit messy, textured. So by starting to brush them up, that's going to create a textured look already. And then with any gaps, I'm just going to fill in really softly. So using this pencil, I'm almost going to draw hair-like strokes in any areas that are a little bit weaker, but I still want it to look textured, so that's why it's best to draw them in hair-like strokes and almost keep a little bit of a gap in between each one for more of that natural finish. We don't want it to look too done, we want an undone done. Okay, to finish off the brows, I'm going to use our brow beater, which is a clear setting gel, just to give it a bit of a wild look. Brush it up, but it's still wearable, and the brow beater will set it into place and keep it there all day. So really focus on brushing the hairs up to create that textured look. So now I'm going to use this lip gloss. It's lightly pigmented with a hint of colour, so this is in keeping with our peachy nude tones that we've got on the cheeks flushed onto the eyes. I'm using my finger now just to press in the colour to really work it into the lips, to almost stain the lips for more of a natural finish. To transform this look from day to night, I'm using our Kajal just to sweep onto the inner of the eye, so the waterline. It just glides on so easy and it just makes it really smoky. And I've just taken the brush as well and applied a little bit to the lash line on the top of the eyes. Again, just smoking it and buffing it out and blending it really soft.